Okay, we're up to Canto 6. When I come to, after fainting, from the intense distress of hearing the story of two whom I now knew and felt close to, I look around and see more torments and more tormented. On all sides, I see nothing but, regardless of where I turn and look, I'm in the third circle of hell and under assault by rain, cold, heavy, odious, and always. The continual downpour never varies. Enormous hailstones, sewer water, and snow mix with the soaking rain and add more weight to it. The ground reeks. Savage and bestial Cerberus, three-headed freak, barks like a Doberman through each of his three throats over those who were forced to wallow in the slop. Red eyes, filthy, bilious whiskers, swollen belly. With his claws, he excoriates the ghosts, then rips their skin off and quarters them. The rain makes the poor unfortunates howl like dogs. They continually turn from side to side, uselessly trying to protect themselves from the onslaught. When Cerberus, that vicious creature, caught sight of us, he opened his mouth, curled his lips, and showed his fangs. Every muscle in his body rippled in response. My teacher reached down several times and grabbed huge fistfuls of mud and threw them into the creature's three ravenous gullets. Just as any hungry canine will set up a racket until knick-knack, paddywhack, and it gives a doggy bone, then snaps it up and settles down totally absorbed to gnaw it clean. So Cerberus, his demonic faces contorted, was chewing, quieted, which gave a few seconds of relief to the ghosts, who were so undone by his barking, they wished they were deaf. We were walking on the ghosts, who were stunned by the deadening rain. Beneath our feet, they were bodiless, yet seemed to have dimension. All of them were lying flat on their muck, except for one who sat up as soon as he saw us pass in front of him. "Excuse me," he said. "You, the one being led through this hellhole. Do you recognize his face? You were made before I was dismantled. You might have seen me." I said, "No, but maybe your face in pain has taken the place of any face I might have remembered. I don't recognize the face I see right now. But tell me, who are you that you've been sent here to this pathetic place to suffer this? If there's anything more difficult, it can't be more disgusting." He said, "The city where you now live, and I once did, in sunnier times, is so full of envy and petty resentment that every pocket and purse overflows with it. I used to be called Cartman, sometimes Little Piggy. The fault that did me in was gluttony. As you can see, because of that, I've been ground down by this rain. I'm not alone in my misery. All the others here are under the same sentence for the same offense." That was all he said. I said, "Cartman, I sympathize so much with your suffering it makes me want to cry. But tell me, if you now know what's going to happen to the people of that divided city, are any of you there above corruption? How did the rabid fractiousness ever come to be?" He said, "After years of contentious bickering, there will be a savage battle. The party aligned with the people will drive the others out for a term. Then, through the powers of one who refuses to make his motives clear, the first party will fall and the other will install itself. The winners will smugly act as if they own the world and impose a heavy burden on the people of the city. The losers will mope and hang their heads in shame and wonder how it came to be this way. There are two honest men, but they're not listened to. Arrogance, greed, and envy. Those are the three switches that start these people's hearts. Then he fell silent. I said, "You'd be doing me a favor if you'd go on talking so I can make some sense of this. Farinata and Tagaio, they were once honorable. Jacopo, Rusticini, Arrigo, and Mosca. I know they all intended to do good. Do you know where they are and how they are doing? Can you say? I'd love to know whether they're suffering in hell or being comforted in heaven." He said, "Their souls are among the worst, for each a different fault dragged him down, each to his own level. Go down far enough and you might find them. Listen, when you go back up to the wonderful world, will you remember me to those I left behind? I have nothing more to say and no more answers." Like someone exhausted yet trying hard to see, he squinted, but no use. His eyes rolled back, his head drooped, then he slid down into the muck with the blind others. Virgil said, "He won't wake again until an angel with a trumpet signals the adversarial judge. He arrived and the tribunal is about to begin. At that point, each will find him or herself in a dismal cell, in human form and human flesh, ears turned to a decree that will last for eternity." So, we picked our way, slow step by step, through the filthy mixture of ghost and gunk. And while we did, we touched a little on the second coming. Regarding that subject, I asked, after the final judgment, will the torture increase, become somewhat less, or remain at least at the same level of intensity? He said, "Go back to your science. Remember Aristotle and Aquinas? The closer a creature is to perfection, the more it feels both pleasure and pain. This ruined crowd can't achieve authentic perfection, but they can expect to get closer to it than they are, which means more pain for the truly damned, less for the others. We followed the circular road, talking of much more than I'm repeating here. Then, there where the road slopes down, we met Plutus, humanity's great enemy."